What's going on, YouTube? It's Deeguidedbylight coming through with another read. I wanted to do a part 2 to the message because it felt like a lot of it was talking about past trauma that someone went through and the justice that was coming in 2022. And I want to talk about why 2021 happened. Okay, so go ahead and subscribe to my channel at this time. If you haven't already done so, hit the like button so your girl knows you guys are enjoying my type of videos. We're here to talk about some different kind of stuff, so I'm really not that concerned about the amount of following I get. My biggest thing is more that you are receiving the messages, okay? So let's go ahead and tap in. Let's see what's going on, because 2021 felt like a major change year, okay? It was about a lot of conflict that happened, major endings that needed to take place in order to restore balance here, okay? We got 2 10s here, okay? This is telling me that the divine was bringing about this change in order to show people what really mattered in life, how important it was to reconnect, the importance of deep connections, meaningful connections, right? Not only with other people, within your community, your friends, your family, but also with the divine, with the universe, with nature, becoming one with source, okay? So 2021 was talking a lot about major changes that needed to come into the universe to kind of bring people to see things for what it truly is. They needed them to see why these things had to happen, why it was so important to be authentic, why it was so important to focus on self-help, right? Like getting yourself out of your predicaments. We got to find that inner strength within us instead of depending on society or those around us to solve problems for us. This year, okay, this year was all about balancing out that root chakra. Okay, understanding how easy it is to be tempted, how easy it is for low vibrational energies to attach itself to us, to keep that stronghold over us, to influence our mind, our thoughts, you know, like our patterns of behavior. How easy it was to just like look at social media. Look at how easy it is for people to just go and attack. Look how easy it is for people to have to be on the defense. Like it allowed us a place to be negative, if that's what you chose to use it for. And a lot of people chose to stay in that place. And Spirit was trying to show people like, hey, you know, there's other sides to this too. Like we can be enlightening, you know, we can help heal each other. You know, I'm giving you the ability to go online and create strong connections with people energetically. You know what I mean? But for a lot of us, it's like Spirit was trying to grant in 2021 the ability to emerge out of this negative place, right? To go into that healing, okay? Do the inner work. We had all this sickness take place. We were put in a position to be locked down, right? To be home, to be stuck in a sense of confinement, right? In order for us to do the inner work. And those who chose to do the inner work are being blessed in 2022. And those who chose to stay in lower vibrations, Spirit is like, I'm trying to give y'all one more chance, right? I'm trying to grant you that miracle, okay? To emerge, to understand the importance of a connection with God, a connection with source, right? Look at all this purple coming through here, okay? Opening up someone's intuition. We're trying to open up someone's crown chakra. Go look at the first video I posted. The ending of that video was literally the crown chakra, okay? Spirit has been trying to motivate somebody here, give someone the inspiration, right? To go for, to come out of this negative vibration, this root chakra that people have been in, this state of allowing temptation to come in and warp their mind in whatever way that is, whether it's like negative patterns of behavior, things that we tell ourselves that we have to be, or we need to think, or we should move in, or we should be connected to. Like, and Spirit is trying to tell people, like, yo, have you learned anything this past year? Have you learned how important it is to heal, to do the work within yourself, to finally balance yourself out? You see that there? Like, let's allow the infinite abundance to flow through us, the infinite abundance of love, information, guidance, healing, right? That was the time where people were praying the most, asking for understanding, asking for healing. And Spirit is like, okay, well, how much work are you doing within yourself? A lot of people want to sit here and blame the divine for taking their family, taking their friends, for, like, not understanding why these things had to happen. But Spirit's like, it's not for you to understand. There's some things that the divine is like, doesn't need to explain to you. You got to understand that divine intervention is at play in order to help you. And sometimes you got collateral damage, but that's because there's something in those people's lives that they had to fulfill. They had a purpose. And whether they chose to do the right thing or they chose to stay in a stuck place, Spirit had to use these people. I don't like to say for their bidding, but you got to understand, God is trying to bring people to see things clearly. And sometimes death is part of that. Sometimes sickness is part of that. Sometimes mental illness is part of that, right? Because we learn through our experiences and through the experiences of others. That's how we learn. So sometimes it's about learning through what happened or what you see in someone else's life to teach you what you don't want in yours, or what you don't want to see in your future, or to teach those around you based on the trauma and the past experiences, on how to be a better person for yourself and be a better person for the people around you, the community around you, right? We got to understand that we have a bigger part to play in the lives of others around us than we think. And I feel like when it came to 2021, even 2020, that was all this was about, was to show people, like, you do realize you're part of a bigger plan here, right? It's about time you wake up and see that. And those who chose to actually do the work to reinvent themselves, to get themselves into a place of understanding that it takes me putting in the work. It takes me putting up the fight, you know, like choosing to take back control of my life. And Spirit has been just trying to get people to see that, like, hey, do you honestly believe that I would want you to suffer in that 9 to 5? When there are so many opportunities out here, if you would just go and grab it, there is enough wealth to go around. You don't need to battle people in this way, or be envious in this way, or wish ill on anyone else when there's so much abundance. Abundance is infinite. We can all have it. This mindset of people believing that there's only so much to have and we gotta all fight to get to the top. And Spirit is like, if y'all would just see, there's mountains all around that you can climb and get on top of. But we're so stuck in this mindset of, I gotta beat you in order for me to win. And it's like, why can't we win together? Why can't we encourage each other to get on top? Why do we gotta fight each other and bring each other down just to have that? And that's what 2020 and 2021 was about. Okay? Waking people up to realizing, like, yo, if you truly want a balanced place, a balanced life, man, I keep seeing 10-10. We're going to break that down in a second. But if you truly want a new life, if you truly want a new understanding, right, you got to go out and fight for it, right? Tap into that masculine energy, the fighter within you, you know, taking back control of your life. That's literally what this divine masculine energy is all about, because we all have the divine masculine and divine feminine within us. We have to tap in when we need it most. So if we've been moving in low vibration, if we've been moving in this place of like, why is all this happening to me? Why can't I seem to get out on top? Why am I still struggling? How come I'm working 3 and 4 jobs? Spirit's like, it's because you're not seeing something clearly. And it could be just like a mindset of lack, right? Thinking like, I don't have enough, or I'm not enough, or I'm not equipped enough, or I don't have the background in this, or I don't have the education in this to be able to do that, or I don't have, it's like, it's a lack. You think you don't have enough, so you're not getting enough. But if you break out of that mindset and start to realize, if you put the work in and choose to learn, choose to grow, go fight for the information, it's given to you. The blessing that is the internet is the fact that there's information readily and freely available to you now. So it's like the divine is blessing people with the opportunity to break outside the norm, to fight for whatever you want, to create whatever life you want. You just got to fight for it. You got to put the work in. You got to do your research, study, become studious, right? When it comes to this, and have faith in the divine to see you through. Universal love. Understand that we can all co-create together and grow together. We don't need to bring each other down in order to have that. Not only that, but I feel like for some of you guys, you have a divine counterpart coming in. And this is going to change your world. 1010 is all about you and your person. This could be a twin flame. This could be a heavy, like a really deep soul connection that is waking up. You both are elevating in this life, because in 2022, you guys are coming into union. This is the year for twin flames. And oh my gosh, is it going to be beautiful. I see like wedding bells. I see a lot of commitments coming together. I see people building businesses together. I see a lot of spiritual practices being restored, because we have a lot of traditions that were good, that we blocked out because society deemed as demonic, you know, or society deemed as negative, or the society deemed as what's the word? Oh my God, I can't even think of it. It's like the society made you believe that this was the wrong way to do things, right? And for some people, it could just be religion, you know, that is keeping someone stuck in this. Look, I got another 10. Okay? And then we have this beautiful energy. Hold up. It's like society is trying, you know, for so long has told people that they have to live by one book, by one way. This pastor, this reverend, this, you know, whatever it is that you believe, is telling you this is the way you have to live, or you will be judged. What? So based on what you say, you are telling me I have to live a certain life, or based on your message that you are getting from the divine, if you are getting that message from the divine, because let's be clear, some people think they're speaking to the divine and they ain't speaking to nobody. The devil is doing their bidding on that person, but they'll have you believe they're speaking to the divine. It is time to use your discernment to figure out who you got leading you and what type of people you have leading you. It was 1333 when I said that. Okay? This was all about transformation, death for new beginnings. And the divine is guiding you through this on a personal journey. Okay? 2020 and 2021 was all about going through your own personal growth, your own personal journey, transformation, in order to bring you to this place of pure love, unconditional love and delight, joy and contentment. Okay? Trying to show you that as long as you choose to grow, right? You choose to see the abundance within you, the growth within you. You put that work into yourself, and you allow the divine to co-create with you. You trust and put your faith in a higher power, not because you got to go through somebody else for deeper understanding, but because you build that faith within yourself, within God, right? You choose to speak to your higher self, you and God, your connection to source. That's all you need. That's the one beautiful thing about God, that if they wiped out all churches today, you can create one within you and God right here today. Okay? And somebody needed to hear that. All right? Because this misconception or this weird idea that we have to go through other people to seek enlightenment is crazy. I can understand sometimes you just need that seed planted, but you got to use your discernment to see where your information is truly coming from. You can go to church, and you can go to other people, and you can go to these spiritual gurus and these life coaches. You can do all that shit. You can even come to me and say, oh, I need some enlightenment and some guidance. And I will even honestly say, you got to trust your discernment and your gut with the information I give you, right? Because it may not all be for you, right? And that's just me being honest. Not all information that is given out is all of the divine. And not all information given out is all for you. What's the saying? You got to eat the meat and spit out the bones. Like whatever doesn't resonate in your spirit, whatever makes you, doesn't provide that healing for you, probably isn't right. You know what I'm saying? And you got to also discern whether the information you're getting, if it's for you, and if you're just moving from a place of pride and you don't want to hear the message, right? It is my job as the messenger to provide the information and the enlightenment for you. What you choose to do with this information after that point is up to you. I did my job. I delivered the message that the divine asked me to deliver. Whoever sees the message and takes the information, that's on you. That's part of your path and what you choose to do. And what it looks like here is the divine was trying to figure out, is this person or are these people truly ready for what's to come? Because they're giving you the gift of enlightenment. This is somebody who is tapping into the Akashic records. They're giving someone the information and leading the way. Now it's up to someone to take back control of their lives, to go for it. Okay? I just wanted to give that little bit of an explanation, because somebody is needed to speak their truth. Someone here is needing to open up that third eye chakra. What I'm just saying. Okay? Somebody is needing to and it feels like this is what's coming. It's like enlightenment is coming in 2022. People are waking up. They're realizing the importance of having a spiritual connection to source in whatever way, shape, or form. It is beyond religion. Spirituality is so much bigger than that. You can choose to tap in how you want to. That's the beautiful thing about spirituality. You can, there's no one way of doing it. There's no right or wrong way. You got to just discern where your heart lies, where your energy lies, and what vibration you are in, and make sure that as long as you are choosing to come from a loving place and a compassionate place, that you are doing the right thing. You got to speak to the divine and ask questions. Ask and you shall receive. Trust and believe. I learned that the hard way and the best way. You know what I mean? I asked, what am I doing wrong? And Spirit showed me. And I quickly course corrected so that I didn't contribute to any trauma in anyone else, and so that I can clear up any karmic ties that I have. Because 2022 is all about severing soul ties that no longer serve. It's all about breaking generational curses and being unbound to anything that had a stronghold over you, so that blessings can come on in. Look, end it. It's time to move on from whatever situation, place, people that don't serve you, whatever created any codependent issues in your life, because it says codependency has been getting in the way of your life or your connections, or you could just be bound to any you could be bound to people who had codependent ways of thinking and felt the need to keep you held back. It could just be people who feel like they need you. Hold up. Need yourself. Figure things out for yourself and allow me to add to your life, and do the same for me. The minute you start to take from me, you create codependent relationships, and that is what keeps you stuck. Okay, so in 2022, we are breaking those chains, we are breaking those curses, and we are being enlightened to the truth. Okay, we are finding victory in 2022, and we are getting rewarded for it. Those who are putting in the work, those who are choosing to stand outside the norm, who are choosing to put themselves in a position to be ridiculed but not care. You're gonna have haters when you're trying to be of the divine light. You will have haters. You'll have a lot of people that are watching you. You're not doing something right if you don't. Let's be real. You're not doing something right if you don't have haters. Okay? So know that you will get your victory. You will overcome this situation. Okay? The Six of Wands is all about overcoming obstacles. Okay? Going through a lot of challenges, having a lot of people, because we go from the Five of Wands to the Six of Wands, right? So you got a lot of obstacles, a lot of naysayers, a lot of people trying to hold you back or tear you down. You got a lot of conflict within yourself, right? Self-talk, self-doubt, and we're going into the Six of Wands, which is all about finally getting our victory in a situation, getting our justice, finally seeing the light, seeing the way through. And the divine is celebrating this. They're like, finally we're waking people up. And let's continue to move forward in that energy, y'all. Okay, let's continue to find our justice and overcome those obstacles, those challenges within ourselves, overcome those things that we felt held us back for so long. But part of that is choosing to make the decision to fight, make the decision to take back control, to stand up for yourself, to say that I know that y'all think that I was a shitty person in the past, and I probably was, but today I'm choosing to be great. Today I'm choosing to be a better person. And it don't matter how much you fought in your past, how much negative stuff you've done, you can be reborn today. It's all up to you to make the decision, but you gotta make